Good evening, sweet children out there, sweet boys and girls. I hope you enjoy my story. I have titled it The Kind-Hearted Giant, and here is the story. Once upon a time, a very kind-hearted giant by the name of Ben lived in his barn on a farm. His mission was to spread and teach others of love and kindness. Two of his fellow farmers got into an argument, one being an animal farmer, the other farmer kept crops, but both wanted to extend their land. Ben took a jar out of his pocket which kept within it people's thoughts and feelings. Ben showed his jar to both farmers, which showed each farmer the other farmer's thoughts and feelings. They now could see things from the other farmer's point of view, and that both had good intentions. Both farmers shook hands when they could see the other one's point of view. Ben had a friend by the name of Hosanna. Although everyone loved and respected Ben, Hosanna was the only one who was not afraid of Ben and his height. And Hosanna joined Ben's side that evening and watched together a beautiful swarm of fireflies lighting up the whole sky. Within the fireflies they had golden rays. They made more wheat, which became a golden field and expanded each farmer's land. Hosanna felt so excited that she ran through the golden fields and fetched her best friend Ella. Together they watched as the beautiful fireflies lit the whole sky. A sheep had been caught in the fence. Ben approached the sheep to rescue him and gave the girls a huge smile. Villagers approached the two girls, Ella and Hosanna, warning them to stay away from Ben in case he accidentally hurt them due to his enormous height. But the girls did not listen and argued that they should not judge Ben just because he was so tall. The villagers held up their weapons, but Ben blew them and their weapons away with his powerful breath. Then dark clouds of thunder appeared until the sky was black. Flashes of lightning filled the black sky. People were still holding weapons, grabbed their weapons again and were holding weapons, but they ran off again in fear. Hosanna and Ella remained standing. A being made of light gave a balloon to each girl. The balloons took the girls flying, passing by fairies, unicorns, angels, and tigerflies. They flew into a pink, golden, and silver cloud and heard a thunderous voice. It said, Ben has a secret about himself, which will be revealed in time. The girls promised not to tell, but they were interested in how the jar catches everyone's thoughts and feelings, because they were thinking if they could catch everyone's thoughts in a jar, that humanity would become good. However, the voice warned them not to interfere with people's free will. Back on the farm, a bolt of lightning hit the hay, which then spread fire all around. People back on the land grew angry at the girls disappearing, and that they grew angry because the girls had disappeared and the fire had spread. Up in the heavens, the girls met angels who told them that angels sometimes visit Earth disguised as humans to help people. Each angel was holding a jar in their hands, and tears were falling from their eyes. One angel explained to the girls that each jar represents the thoughts and emotions of each of the town's people. They are very angry right now with Ben, for they think that he kidnapped the girls, and so they're so angry that they all got the jars, that all of the jars instantaneously smashed in the hands of the angels. Ella exclaimed, "Let us go down to tell our parents and everyone that Ben is a good soul who never kidnapped or hurt us." The angel sent down to the earth some golden and sparkling rain that when touching a person's skin would help the person see that that anger and judgment need to go away, and that love would sprout in their hearts. The rain hit the ground, and that rain turned into seeds. People started to eat the seeds, which tasted like candy, and it gave them visions to show them that when that invisible angels have helped them in times of trouble. Angels that saved their lives or saved them from their own anger. They saw the girls had been lifted. They saw that the girls had been lifted by angels at the end of magic balloons. It was to show them that Ben was innocent all the time. It did not kidnap the girls. People threw away their weapons and changed their hearts. Hosanna and Ella was lifted back to earth by angels. Happily, they ran back into their parents' arms. People felt remorseful for ever judging Ben, but Ben planned to move away for good. Been planning to move away for good. The next morning, Ben had left his jar out in his field. When he walked to the bottom of his garden, it saddened his soul to see the feelings of the townspeople, because they were still slightly afraid of him, even though everyone at that point had become very fond of Ben and was sad to see him go. However, Hosanna and Ella had already ran into his arms to hug him goodbye. Ben just smiled to the townspeople and smiled. "You all love me, but part of you is still scared of me. But I am going to leave you a gift and advice. The advice's memories are not always accurate. People tend to only remember what they want to." For he knew the reasons why they were still nervous, as some thought that giants caused fires and floods. But the gift was a gift of a mirror. That the mirror showed that the giants did not cause floods and fires, but they were present. But the giants were present at the time, but they did not cause the floods and the fires. They helped stop the fires and the floods. The floods and fires actually had started from angry people. Hosanna and Eliah's gift was a hand mirror each. The mirror showed how Ben had always been invisible by their side, helping them in times of trouble. The girls looked at each other. It turned out that Ben was their guardian angel. The girls followed Ben as he disappeared into the trees. He turned around and smiled at them one last time before he disappeared before their very eyes. All that was left was a being of bright shining light that was beamed up into the skies. Both girls ran back happily together, chanting, "We found out Ben's secret," and the secret that was given to them by the ultimate creator. Anyway, that is the end of the story, and I hope that you all were blessed by that and enjoyed that and everything. And yeah, I hope you all have a good, lovely evening, and God bless you. Good night, and sweet dreams to you all. Bye. Bye.